Ever felt like you're putting in all the effort, but she's just not reciprocating? Like you're pouring your heart into the relationship, but it's only ever flowing one way? You're constantly showing up, being present, making an effort, but it's not being matched. It's a painful realization, but sometimes, no matter how much you care for someone, they might not value you the way you deserve. Today, we're diving into 5 clear signs that a woman doesn't value you and when it's time to walk away. Trust me, recognizing these signs early on can save you a world of heartache down the line. Let's talk about time. It's the one resource we can never get back, right? When you truly value someone, you make time for them, you prioritize them, you're excited to see them, to hear about their day, to share experiences. So if she's constantly saying she's too busy, that's a red flag. And I don't mean the occasional busy week. We all have those. I'm talking about a consistent pattern of being brushed off. Think about it. Do you find yourself always working around her schedule? Always the one making plans, sending the first text, suggesting dates? Maybe she cancels last minute or seems distant and distracted when you are together. This lack of presence, this lack of investment in spending quality time with you speaks volumes. It's saying that you and your time are not a priority in her life, and that's not a position you want to be in. Relationships are a two-way street. They require effort from both sides to thrive and grow. It's about give and take, a delicate balance of mutual respect and understanding. It's about mutual effort and appreciation, where both parties feel valued and cherished. When you genuinely care about someone, you put in effort. You go out of your way to make them feel special. You go the extra mile. You surprise them with thoughtful gestures. You do things to make their life easier, whether it's helping with chores or fixing something around the house. You show them you're thinking of them with sweet messages and carefully chosen gifts. But what happens when that effort isn't reciprocated? When your gestures are met with silence or indifference? When you're the one constantly putting in the effort, planning the dates, buying the gifts, sending thoughtful messages, and making all the plans and getting nothing in return, it can be incredibly disheartening. It creates a dangerous imbalance where one person feels overburdened and the other seems indifferent. It's like you're pouring energy into a bottomless pit with no end in sight, and it can leave you feeling drained and unappreciated, questioning your worth and the value of your efforts. Pay attention to how she responds to your efforts. Does she notice? Does she acknowledge them with a smile or a thank you? Does she express gratitude even with a simple thank you? These small gestures can mean a lot. Or does it feel like your efforts are met with indifference, like they don't even register on her radar? This lack of appreciation can be a major sign that she doesn't value you or the things you do for her. It's important to recognize these signs early on. If you feel unappreciated and your efforts go unnoticed, it might be time to reevaluate the relationship. Remember, a healthy relationship is built on mutual respect, effort, and appreciation. The cancel culture last-minute letdowns. We all have to reschedule sometimes. It's a part of life. Unexpected events, emergencies, or even just a bad day can force us to change our plans. It's something everyone experiences, and most people understand when it happens occasionally. Life happens, things come up, that's understandable. We juggle multiple responsibilities, and sometimes, despite our best intentions, we can't keep every commitment. It's a normal part of navigating our busy lives. But pay attention to the frequency and the reasons behind the cancellations. If it starts to become a pattern, it might be time to take a closer look. Are these cancellations happening more often than not? Are the reasons given always vague or flimsy? Is it a one-off, or is it becoming a recurring theme? A single cancellation can be easily forgiven, but when it becomes a habit, it raises questions. Is there a genuine reason behind it, or is it just an excuse to avoid spending time together? Is there a genuine reason, or is it always a vague excuse? When someone frequently cancels plans with you, it can feel like they're not being honest. Are they really busy, or are they just not interested in making time for you? Constantly being brushed aside at the last minute, especially for flimsy reasons, is disrespectful. It shows a lack of consideration for your time and your feelings. When someone cancels on you repeatedly, it sends a message that you're not a priority. It shows a lack of consideration for your time and your feelings. Your time is valuable. And when someone doesn't respect that, it can be incredibly frustrating. It can make you feel unimportant and undervalued. Think about how it makes you feel when you get excited about plans only to have them canceled at the last minute. It can be a huge letdown. It can leave you feeling disappointed and questioning your worth in the relationship. You get excited to see her. You clear your schedule. You look forward to spending time together. You might even go out of your way to make everything perfect, only to be met with a last-minute cancellation. It's disheartening. And then, bam, a cancellation. Just like that, all your excitement and anticipation are replaced with disappointment. It feels like a punch to the gut, leaving you wondering why you even bothered in the first place. It's deflating, it's disappointing, and it chips away at your self-esteem. Repeated cancellations can make you feel like you're not worth someone's time. It can erode your confidence and make you question your value in the relationship. If she's constantly canceling on you, it's a sign that she's not prioritizing you or the relationship. Actions speak louder than words, and if her actions show a lack of commitment, it's something you need to take seriously. She's not making the effort to follow through on her commitments, and that's a clear indication that she doesn't value your time or your company as much as she should. It's important to recognize this and decide how you want to move forward. And that's a clear indication that she doesn't value your time or your company as much as she should. You deserve someone who respects your time, values your company, and makes an effort to be present. Don't settle for less. Chapter 4. The Inner Circle, Meeting Friends and Family. When you're excited about someone, you want to shout it from the rooftops, right? It's a natural human instinct to want to share your happiness with the world. You want everyone to know how special this person is to you, and you want to see them accepted and loved by the people who matter most in your life. You want to introduce them to your friends, your family, the people who matter most to you. These introductions are more than just social formalities. They're a way of weaving your partner into the fabric of your life. It's about creating shared experiences and memories that will strengthen your bond. It's a way of integrating them into your life, of showing them off, of saying, this person is special to me. When you proudly introduce your partner to your inner circle, you're not just sharing your joy, you're also seeking validation and acceptance from those you care about. So, if she's been hesitant to introduce you to her inner circle, even after you've been dating for a while, that's a big red flag. It might indicate that she's unsure about the relationship, or that she's not as committed as you are. This hesitation can create a sense of unease and doubt in your mind. It could be that she's not sure about you, or perhaps she's not ready to take that next step. Introducing someone to friends and family is a significant milestone, and if she's avoiding it, there might be underlying issues that need to be addressed. It could also mean that she's not ready for a serious relationship. Maybe she's still figuring things out for herself, or perhaps she's not looking for anything long-term. This uncertainty can be frustrating, especially if you're looking for a deeper connection, or that she's not looking for anything long-term. If she's not envisioning a future with you, she might be reluctant to introduce you to her inner circle. This reluctance can be a sign that she's not fully invested in the relationship, or it could be a sign that she's not proud to be with you. This is a tough pill to swallow, but it's important to consider. If she's embarrassed by you or the relationship, it can create a barrier between you and her inner circle, that she's embarrassed by you. This embarrassment can stem from various reasons, such as differences in social status, personal insecurities, or fear of judgment from friends and family. Whatever the reason, it's a significant issue that needs to be addressed, or that she's hiding something. If she's keeping you away from her inner circle, it might be because she's hiding something significant. This secrecy can erode trust and create a sense of insecurity in the relationship. Whatever the reason, it's not a good sign. It's essential to have an open and honest conversation about these concerns. Communication is key to understanding each other's perspectives and finding a way forward. When someone values you and the relationship, they're eager to share that part of their life with you. They want to celebrate your presence and make you feel welcomed and cherished by their inner circle. They want you to meet the people who are important to them. These introductions are a way of saying, you matter to me, and I want you to be a part of my world. It's a gesture of love and commitment, and they want to see how you fit in. They want to observe how you interact with their friends and family, and how well you integrate into their social circles. This integration is crucial for the long-term success of the relationship. If she's not making an effort to integrate you into her life, it's a sign that she doesn't see a future with you. This lack of effort can be disheartening and may indicate deeper issues in the relationship. It's a sign that she doesn't see a future with you. If she's not willing to take this step, it might be time to reevaluate the relationship and have a serious conversation about your future together. And that's a conversation you need to have. It's essential to address these concerns openly and honestly to understand each other's expectations and determine the best path forward for both of you. Chapter 5. The future fear, dodging serious conversations. Relationships evolve, they deepen, they progress, and they require open and honest communication, especially when it comes to the future. If you find yourself constantly hitting a wall when you try to have serious conversations about the future, about where the relationship is going, about your hopes and dreams, it's a sign that she's not on the same page. Maybe she avoids these conversations altogether, changes the subject, or gives you vague, non-committal answers. This reluctance to engage in meaningful conversations about the future is a major red flag. It suggests that she's not invested in building a future with you, that she's not ready to commit, or that she's simply not on the same page, and that's okay. Not every relationship is meant to last forever, but you deserve to be with someone who's excited about the future, who's willing to have those tough conversations, and who's committed to building a life together. Outro: know your worth, walk away with grace. Listen, recognizing these signs isn't about pointing fingers or placing blame. It's about understanding your own worth. It's about recognizing when you're not being valued, appreciated, or respected in a relationship. And it's about having the courage to walk away from something that's no longer serving you. Remember, you deserve to be with someone who chooses you, who prioritizes you, who makes you feel valued and appreciated. Don't settle for anything less. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.